Hello everyone, in this video I want to help you better understand how visitor management systems work. So I'm going to show you what things look like from the user perspective, so an actual registration flow, and some of the features and functionalities that you can expect from such systems on the admin side of things. So let's take a look. Visitor systems have these two fundamental components. One is to keep a log of every visitor along with other information, which can be important for compliance or security reasons. And on the other side, you have the user experience. So how easy it is to actually register and sign in. So we can take a look at what that looks like in a modern system like Archie. So for the visitor, everything starts at the registration point, which is usually either an iPad placed at your reception desk, or perhaps it could be like a small kiosk in the lobby. From there, visitors can either retrieve their visit if it's pre-registered by your team, or start the visit directly at this iPad or registration point. So what this looks like is something like this. And by the way, this could be fully branded with your brand colors and logo and name. You can either retrieve the information through email or scan a QR code that would do that and pretty much speed up the check-in process. From there, you can have different types of steps. It could be custom questions. It could be requiring a picture, for instance, for putting it on an ID badge or for other reasons. You could require to sign NDAs or other types of contracts, again, for compliance reason or security reasons. So there could be like multiple steps throughout the registration process. And from there, you are actually signing in your visitors. And in a system like Archie, you can add some instructions for them. For example, where should they wait, or other relevant information, and also set up an automation so that a badge is automatically printed if that's something that you want to have in your processes. So there are a few things you can do, but this is an example of what a flow could look like. Once visitors have checked in, two things will happen. The first one is that the host is notified. So this is not necessarily an admin. It could be just the person that is receiving that guest. So anyone in your team that is associated to that visit. They get a notification, so they don't need to wait around. They just know when their visitor has arrived and checked in, so they can go and pick the person up or meet them at the designated point. The second thing, very important, is that the visitor log will be populated. So you would see in real time the visitor being checked in. You would have a list of all of the visitors that are on site at any time, as well as the historical logs. So who was at the office 2 weeks ago during this time period. You would be able to see the visitors, the nature of the visit, along with other information that you might have collected. As mentioned, you can connect your visitor management system to other products. So that could be printers to print badges. That could be your Wi-Fi network to automatically share Wi-Fi access with your visitors. Could even be as far as access control. The core point is that your visitor system will work as the centralized point to manage anyone accessing your office. And from there, you can set up automations to save time to your front desk staff, but also to honestly create a better experience for your visitors, which have a great first impression of your company the moment they come in. Now, I want to show you what things look like from the admin. If I want to create different types of visits and different types of automations, that's pretty easy within Archie. So I could, for instance, create a visit type and call it awesome customers. And from there, for instance, I can choose to require taking a picture or not, uploading an NDA or other documents that they might have to sign, decide on specific types of form fields like list drop-downs, answers to collect more information from them, define what's required or not, and things like that. And once a visit type is created, it's very easy to register visits. So you could just do add visit. You have the visit type right here. I didn't save the awesome customers, so let's just select customer visit. And from there, create instructions for your visitors, have private notes, issue badges, select the host for that specific type of visit, and all of that. So managing visits is actually very straightforward for an admin point of view, But the automations that are in place, although everything looks very easy and simple within the dashboard, are actually saving a lot of time and creating really nice experiences, because then you have like a very easy flow for the users, and admins don't have to worry about, for instance, supporting visitors when they arrive, or notify their team, hey, this guest has arrived, please come pick them up, or anything like that, because the system takes care of all of those things. These are all of the basics, and of course there is one last aspect of a visitor system, which is the analytics and reporting part, and we can take a look at that as well. So you have the presence log, which gives you a snapshot of anyone who is checked in and when. So you could even filter by physical versus virtual check-ins. Of course, go by location. If you're managing multiple locations, then you can filter for the one you're interested in. And basically gives you like the main report of all of your registered visitors. You also have a who's in function, which would allow you to see both visitors and employees if you're using Archie also to manage your own team. So for room and desk booking or tracking office attendance, then you would have both visitors and employees in this view. And then you have downloadable reports. So in office activity, you would be able to have additional insights on anyone that is accessing your space, including downloadable CSV files. For instance, your presence log can be downloaded that way to get all of the historical data. Now, there are a couple of things in addition to this that visitor systems tend to do. One is delivery management, to streamline the process of managing mail and packages at your office. Another one is emergencies. You can see we have evacuation reports here in Archie. So again, to manage emergency situations and send notifications only to visitors that are on site at that specific time, and then to facilitate the process of having them marked as safe in case of an emergency. So there are all of those dedicated features which come with the visitor product in the case of Archie, and other companies offer something similar. So usually it goes beyond the basic aspect of registering visitors, and it taps into providing a better experience for, everyone, your team and the people visiting your team, but also features like emergencies and deliveries and other things that just make your office run a little smoother. I hope you found this overview of how visitor management systems work helpful. We also have a starter guide that is linked from the description of this video, and we have more resources on this topic. So please stay tuned, and I hope to see you the next time.